Okay, I hope this works. What's up? I don't think anyone's here yet, or maybe no one will show up. But my name's Cam Dean. I'm trying out doing some troubleshooting and doing a live stream. I'm thinking maybe this is a better format, to work in. So to do like answering questions of users, because I'm having hard time getting into it and like creating a tutorial off every question. And I've been going back and forth in the channel about where I want to go with everything. Uh, I really want to go more towards a little bit more on like industry and executive thinking versus um pure tutorials. But I do want to still keep staying technical and get a little bit more community oriented. So yeah, I'm gonna just jump in here and I'll start trying to answer people's questions. So I'm gonna try to do it live. Um, I also have my own thing. Maybe I'll pull that up too if I can get it to work. All right, so let's see. Reminds me of the Matrix soundtrack. Thank you. Sort by newest. How about that? I made a custom model. Nothing really changed. From Zachary Mizell. Yep. Well, I'm curious how many songs. I'll put this. I'm curious how many songs. They ask for you for a lot, so I think if I go in there, maybe I'll make one side here. Make this like, haha, haha. Okay. I made a video on this, did all the testing. That video here, it's doing pretty good, but um, let me see. I don't remember what they said for that model. Create a model based on your uploads, 100 credits. Upload 24 plus songs for best results. I've had good results with less, but that would be maybe a suggestion, is try doing what they recommended and do that many songs. And cool. I'm wondering if I should move this out of the way. This is bugging, like something like that. Um, hmm. Okay. No prob. Happy to help on that one. Let's get actually in there to the question I haven't answered. What if you want to sing the vocal yourself? How do you use Suno to add vocals to a track you've already written? You could just record directly. Yeah, we already did that one. I already answered that one. Angry comment. Well, okay, how to add an instrument to an, okay, follow the instruction, but I don't know why to me not works. Instead, generating single instruments track, Suno generates an entire song. Also, if it flagged the track as single instruments. Yeah, it's been pretty difficult to use lately, I would say. Let's see if we can do it. So if I need an upload audio track, let's see. Oh, it's been a long time since I've done any of those. Maybe if I just search it like in the library, upload. Let's see. Okay, so I guess the problem is we're trying to figure out if you can upload audio, why it's creating an entire song. Well, yeah, I know it's been doing that. Suno's been doing that. Um, ooh, this might be a good one. It's pretty intense though. People might not like it. Oh well. Let's see. have so many versions of this? May edit. What's this? Oh, well, why don't I just try this one? Okay, so I'll take a real, this was recorded in like 2012 area, 2011. And then open this one in the studio. I will split the stems. Well, let's start with the full mix and see if we can add something to it. Okay, and okay, so here's the song. Let's find something to add. That's weird. There's a lot of transients. This does not have that in the real track. I don't know what that's about. Bad transients. I wonder if I use this. Okay, whatever. I wonder if I use this and I did a change to the track. Let's see, because I'm noticing like a weird transient thing on it. It doesn't say I did anything to edit it, like to create a remaster. Well, whatever. So what kind of a track should I add to it? Try to add an instrument. I don't know. What if I just try to add it? It doesn't make sense in the song, but if I tried to add a guitar solo, maybe. Let me see. And open this up. Let's go like metal lead guitar playing harmonies in thirds intervals. Creepy, delay. No, I'll just try that, I guess. Beta v5, v5.5. I'll just try v5.5. And then I will go to weirdness 50, style 50. No, I want the style to be high. I usually know what I want. Audio influence. Turn it up to resemble your original audio or voice. I'll just leave it on loose, I guess. See what happens. Hopefully it doesn't create more music than just a guitar track. And there's always the loading time. Somebody leave me a chat. Okay. Waiting for that. Hey, somebody clicked. All right, let's see what happened. I got two versions here. I'll solo it. I want to see it a little bigger too. That was cool. All right, let's hear it in context. That was cool. I mean, for just like a one shot, it kind of worked. It had a little bit of a weird thing going on, like with the low notes on the chugs, but I mean, it worked. Kind of worked. Let's see. Why do I not have a number 1 there? Low pass, high pass. I mean. All right, let's check this one out. Blech. All right. Come on, give it to me. Yeah, it kind of does pull in the whole song, doesn't it? Yeah, let me check this one again. Yeah, it kind of pulls through the track itself. Well, that's not the best. I don't know. Get dry audio without reverb. Maybe that. I don't know. Maybe that. 10 credits. Let's see what happens. Nothing? Doesn't do anything? Oh, I should know where this is. I guess I'm in my workspace, huh? Everything's just loading. Okay. What's this? Oh, here we go. It came up. All right, now I'm curious. Okay, let's try that. Nope, that's not good. Not good. That doesn't sound good either. It sounds like poo. Fresh poo. Steaming. Actually, it sounds like crusty poo, to be honest. It smells like old crusty dog poo. Then, well, I don't know. Let's try another thing. This is the bad culprit. What if we, no, I don't want the MIDI. Remix it. See, this doesn't really work either because I was thinking it would suck, but maybe you just get the stems on it, but that's kind of lame. Let's see. Hello. Okay, there. What if we fade in? I didn't know that. If we get the stems again. Man, I've been out of this game. Crop, adjust speed. Add a vocal. Get stems is what I wanted. I'm just having brain farts today. This one, right? All right, we'll try this. Let it load. Bleh. Slow. I mean, actually, it's kind of amazing in retrospect, but still. Real live stream. Maybe I can check out another question while I'm waiting. It's definitely temperamental. I'm having similar issues. I'll just leave that. That's the truth. All right, well, I split the stems on the thing that was supposed to be one stem. Just, let's see how that works. It sounds like a full stem, like it already is post-processing. Okay, so it's kind of like it processed the actual like stem with effects already, so you don't get anything that's dry, so you can't really do much with that. Maybe I could put that in there, but it's still kind of the same problem. I mean, at least it cut out the other parts, but that's too many credits. Like, you should not have to burn that many just to fix a broken thing. I guess I don't really have an answer for that one yet. I have to play around more with it. Yeah, what else can you do? I mean, you could probably exclude Styles' whole song. Would that work? I don't know. What if we did that? Exclude Styles. Should I just put guitars only? Dry signal. No effects. Oh, I just said I wanted delay, so I don't know why I'm complaining, hypocrite. But, guitars only, dry signal, and no effects. Maybe that'll work. If I put the style influence really high. I don't know if I put dry signal if it's gonna not give me distortion though. That would be weird too. Distortion to me is not really an effect. I guess it is. Non-guitar instruments in the I'm trying to put something in the exclude styles area. Maybe that will help. And maybe if I turn down the weirdness a little bit so it's not being weird. And the audio influence, I don't know what to do with that one. I'll just leave it the same for 25-ish for now. Okay, let's create it. Have some more versions coming out. Let's see. Okay, let's try. Let's see what this sounds like. was cool. That was better. I mean, that did work. It seems that so here's a solution. It's not a perfect one at all, but it does seem like if you do this here, you include parts within the styles advanced options and the exclude styles area, certain things, it seems to influence it better. Let me see what the second one sounded like. Let's see what it sounds like with the music. Okay, what about this one? It's late though. Comes in late. Kind of muddy. It's so weird. There's weird transients even in there's like so this track here is a real recorded, professionally produced metal audio from when I was in a band. It's from before AI was like really a thing. And it's still giving those weird AI artifacts you hear in Suno, especially that were coming out in V4. I'm not sure why that is. I did not upload this today. This was quite a while back, so maybe it has something to do with some changes on the back end on their stuff. I don't think I ran this through like a remaster or anything. So yeah, but what I'm getting at here is it does seem that if you're having problems with Suno where you're trying to generate new parts in Suno Studio and it's creating all the background music, I did sort of just now get a success because some of these previous ones did have, like, you could hear some drum parts in the background that shouldn't be there. And what seemed to give me success on this track is I was like, well, what if I added like a guitar solo, as you can hear in here, or like a guitar lead? Well, down in the styles, here's what I did that seemed to affect it a little bit more positively. One thing I put is guitars only. I also put dry signal and no effects because I was getting a lot of extra like effect type sounds in there. You want a drier signal. And then for the advanced options here, I wanted to use for exclude styles. Make sure you exclude entire song and exclude non-guitar instruments in my case, or whatever, like exclude anything that's not the instrument you want it to be. Down here on weirdness was 20%, style influence was 95%, and audio influence was 26%. So that seems to help a little bit. I'm going to answer this person, R Camel Trophy Italy. I'm going to do this. I'm just going to go update. I'm a little closer on this one, closer to solving this one. I had some success. If you are on this video, you can reference what I'm writing here. I had some success adding a guitar part. This is what I did. In styles, I included guitars only, dry signal, no effects. In exclude styles, I included, if I can type today, I included entire song, non-guitar instruments. I think that's what I wrote. Kind of blocked myself. Yep. And then for sliders was weirdness, 20%, style influence equals 95%, and audio influence equals 26%. So that seemed, and then I'll just say that seemed to get that. It didn't seem. It did. That gave me better results than what. Yeah. I'll just leave it at that. All right. I'm gonna put this in the chat. Oh. Thanks for asking chat. Rehan RC. Use the magic button. Have you tried it? Using it for your exclude styles button. I do love. Are you talking about the enhanced style prompt, or is it a different button? Can you tell me that? I'll just ask it. The enhanced style prompt. So I obviously have a lot of Suno videos. That's kind of how I grew this channel. I have been a little bit out. I'm still doing some stuff in Suno, but I've been doing a little bit other work in AI. It's still music related. Like basically doing contract type work, and it's not in Suno. So I've been slightly out of the game for a little bit. So I'm getting caught up on a couple of things. Yeah, enhance. Your picture is hiding it, but I think your style influence might be too high. This version, but anything 80 and above will give you audio artifacts. Okay, that makes sense. I'll try it again. I'll try, I don't know, 70. Max 70. Okay, well, we'll try 65 then. Really quick, let me put in what I was about to copy paste in the chat. And this guy, I may edit it. Just so it's here. Oh, it won't let me copy paste to chat. That's weird. I'll just do this for now. Okay, I'm going to try this. Here we go. Nah, it doesn't let me do it. Okay, it won't let me put what I wanted to in chat. Okay, I will try that. So you said style is too high. Okay, I put 65. You know what? Why don't I even go down more so I'm safe? This is what I've got. Dueling metal guitar leads. Maybe I can zoom in a little bit and move my picture. Yeah, sorry I'm blocking everything. This is my first try at an actual real life live stream here. Maybe I should move myself over here. Yeah, there. Okay, so I have dueling metal lead guitar playing harmonies in thirds, intervals, creepy distortion, guitars only, dry signal, no effects. Yeah, I'll try the magic button. Let's see what it does. Well, it doesn't want me to. It's probably because I haven't selected an area. That's weird. It's grayed out for me. I'll just try it without the magic button then. I mean, I could just like put it in ChatGPT or something too and have it create the style for me. I don't really do that though. I feel like it's moving around too much. Let's try it without the magic button. Don't go below 50 on weirdness. Okay, I'll try them all. How high do you think I should go? Chaos? No, chaos mode I know doesn't work. I'll try 65 then. Style, sick, audio. Okay, audio. I don't know if you heard me earlier, but for whatever reason, the audio on this is a real upload, but it sounds a little bit weird. It's got like artifacts that are not there in the real audio, so it has something to do with the upload. And I'm too lazy to figure out where it's on my computer and re-upload it, and I don't want to waste time on the live stream. So, okay, I'll try 65, 60, and 26. Let's try what we did here. I forget what we just picked there, but solo it. That one also was better. It's still not giving me like dueling lead guitars like in third harmonies, but you know, that's okay. I haven't got one of those yet. Let's see what it sounds like in context. I think it's just too much. It's like overloading. There's too much distortion. But I get it. It's not mixed or anything. Okay, listen to it in context. Let's try this one. There we go. This one definitely is a fail because it has the drums in there and it's not supposed to. Let's see this one. This was the one that's higher than 50% weirdness. Alright, that was alright. Let's see. Could have, maybe this isn't the best track to pick, but, you know, it's what I had. Okay, that was alright. Maybe I should pick another section of the music. Try to add something else. Let's try this one. Oh, that didn't work either. Okay, so far the best one was down here, I think, number 6 or 5. Let's see. Solo it, yeah. That sounds like a heavy breakdown about to happen. This one was, it was 20% weirdness, 95% style, and 26% audio. I kind of didn't want it to do the low thing though, like this section. It already has that in the music. I don't need another part. Like for reference, when we recorded this in our in the studio, I was not the guitar player. I was the bass player for this band, but we already were doing like a lot of takes, and I forget the term. He's really good producer, but he would yeah, he was just like layering a lot of takes on each other to give it a beefier sound. So that's already enough. There's already enough layers. There doesn't need to be more of like the heavy parts. I just wanted to see if I could add like a higher part. Um, I don't know. What if I like played around with doing actual editing? Like, hold on a second. Let me see if I like version 5 more. Tell me if you're tired of this topic. I can go to another one. This one had more deedly deedlies in there. Maybe I'll put that one in there and see what if you like get in there and start modifying the audio. If I do this. Maybe like this, huh? Can you do a fade in on these, I think? Nope. I know there's a way to do this, and something with choosing between their place. Oh, there was something with choosing between the replace and cover buttons where it would cover the section versus creating something new. Oh, like if I cover the section instead of using add in a section, if I only use cover on it, I would just be worried about the production sound being different because Suno is not really, it doesn't seem to be, it doesn't always match super well. So you're saying do it like this and then just cover like just this section. Like if I did it, split it and then I covered it. Oh, this is fun. I'm glad that thanks for jumping on. I'm glad someone's here. This is my first try. So I'm just happy that anyone is here even at all. But it's fun. I think I like this more than just like pure tutorials. So, okay, so I'm trying covering it. See if it's how it looks. Hit play. The audio on this is not right. There's something messed up. And this is from the original, but whatever. I don't have lyrics for it, so there's not that. And then, so you're thinking if I just... I thought you would go with... Okay. So you go with... Shoot, I wish this was like Zoom. That would be cool, and we could just like share screens, but I'm not sure where that's showing at for replace. Sorry if I'm being dumb. I'm not sure where that's... Oh, here. I see what you mean. That one. Oh. Okay. Plays along with surrounding content references or plays along with surrounding content but does not reference the selected content. Yeah, I could try that. Maybe if I do this. No, it won't let me do that. If I just replace, do you think I should replace the section of the music or replace the added part? All right. Okay, higher audio influence. I put it up high. Style. I would have to remove entire song then. I think I would remove these. Dueling metal guitar, playing harmonies and thirds. Okay, I also want to keep the original style too. Also, for some reason, this is graying out for me now on like everything. Okay, so I'm replacing the song, so that's right. V5.5, just for kicks. And then down here, I would put like I don't know, 7-string guitar droner riff, because that's basically what it is. And then what was it? I think it was an A flat, Phrygian. It's not really like a true scale in there probably, but we was kind of Phrygian. A flat Phrygian, dueling metal lead guitar playing harmonies and thirds intervals over the top, maybe. And then I can take out the dry signal part. And I didn't know if you wanted to cover it, please. 25 to 50 audio influence. You think I should go lower? 45. Style is 60 and weirdness is 65. Try that. So 7-string guitar, droner riff, A flat Phrygian, dueling metal, lead guitar playing harmonies and thirds, intervals over the top. Spelled it wrong. Let's exclude. Well, there is one drum part, I think, in this. I kind of picked a weird spot to do this, at, but let's just, it doesn't really like line up exactly, but I'm just curious now, so I'll try it. So I'm just covering this one little section. See what it does. And then I was over here too. I was thinking of something, and then I lost my train of thought. I don't know. I have a lot of fun with the custom model, but I kind of like creating like unhinged stuff that's like really mashed up. So, yeah. Oh, cool. I don't know what's going on, but this is way faster for me, which is I'm cool with. I'm really happy it's working for me today. All right, let's see what it sounds like. Right, here we go. Interesting. It did not fully quite line up. I did not prep though. I didn't like prep the audio, so it could be just I didn't like it's not lined up right in pseudo or something. I think there's a way to do that, right? Tempo is on the beat. No, it's on the beat, so it should line up right. Maybe there's something wrong with the metronome. I'll check it if I can find it. Where is it again? Clip editor. It's probably right in front of me there. Okay, and then it's if I pick one of these. It didn't it didn't line up 100%. That would be tricky to try to edit it, I think. Interesting. Okay, so there's that option, which kind of created another version. I've been wondering, does this cover, does it create the entire song? How do I get there? Let me, it should, why does it not let me go in there? It did really just create that little section. Okay. Because I notice if I'm using add a section, it seems to make a longer track, even though it's here. Like, these are only a few bars long, but if you check over here, it's actually giving me a much longer, something much longer. Of course, now I'm wrong, but... Okay, skip that. So I had an idea... How to fix those transitions. I have to end up sending it to another. Okay. You know, to be honest, when I'm making stuff in Suno, I usually just use the cover feature on the entire song because I feel like it all lines up easier than getting into the weeds. That's what I do a lot. But I thought if I keep my original audio and I go back to the one that I picked from the take lanes where I did the add a layer and I just got rid of the spots that had the lower chug that I didn't want in there. Maybe I can just use it like regular audio editing. Let me see. This one. If you like go down in here, maybe just do like a tiny fade. I feel like I'm too zoomed in. That's smoother. And I don't want that low part. I do like the chug though. I wonder if I slow it down, it'll help me out. Yeah, I'll skip that. If I just like split it and then delete that spot, I'm just kind of like make it a little bit there. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I like one shot. Yeah, I got to get a better understanding on the like LLM side, but I have people argue with me. I've had it before. I mean, I'm not really arguing, but what I mean is I have a video on how to use remaster, and I'd say that it's like um I think the way remaster is working is kind of like running it through the model again. That's why it's so crazy sounding sometimes, and I had someone argue with me that's not what mastering is. And I was like, I know that that's not what mastering is, but they called it remaster, and I'm pretty sure that's what it's doing because it's like inventing and adding parts to the song. So it's not really mastering it, and I don't think it's redoing the master, but yeah. So I was thinking you have to do the editing, but if I wanted on this part to go in and like actually get rid of those lower parts and only have the music. But then I can't really get rid of the low end unless I like try to EQ it out, which might sound weird. Let's see what happens. I've been getting into this more, like EQing stuff. See, in theory, you could EQ out the part and only cut it so that it only had that thing. Like, that sounds poo. I like been really using this, if anybody cares. Is called Sweetwater has it. I like it a lot. You can get it for free off their site. You know what? That probably is really hard to see. I'll just link to it if I can find it, but I like this chart. It's like the frequencies, so you can do like your cut and boost easily and get it a lot closer sound quickly, and then you just do it by ear from there. It's not really like genre specific, but I like this a lot. I've been using it, and I've been wanting to play around with it in Suno. I was hoping to do that today in this live stream. I've been going an hour and 10 minutes. That's crazy. Technically, it was like 20 minutes of me figuring this out, but well, my thought is I should explain myself. I was thinking if you have the time, you could probably, if you have a Suno, add a layer and it has stuff in there that you don't want, like little weird effects and background stuff, you might be able to like EQ that out and just delete the little things that don't belong there. Although it's like kind of a pain because this should make your life easier, not harder. But I mean, at the same time, it's the same in real life, right? With audio editing and production, you still have to fix stuff. At least from what I can see. So maybe you can just boost and cut or just cut stuff out, like notch cut out frequencies that are weird sounding. But this one has so integrated with the audio, maybe I could just split the audio, but then that's kind of annoying because you're already like paying credits to add stuff that doesn't always work or sound good. And then on top of that, you have to pay like 50 more credits just to split the audio stems on a track that already has stems, and it starts to feel like a Ponzi scheme or something. Like I'm not criticizing Suno either. I like it, but I mean that doesn't feel like it's really set up right. Like you shouldn't have to split the stems on the stems. That's too many things to do. I'm reading your comment here. Oh, yeah, I mean, I'll put the link here. I've been doing this a lot. I'm not, yeah, I've been doing this professionally in some way, but like the EQing and stuff, I would not say like I'm a genius on it or like many years of experience, but it's really been helping a lot, and it makes stuff sound so much better and less flat. Um, so it's called Sweetwater Music Instrument Frequency Cheat Sheet. I really like this. And you can also find other stuff online, but I'm gonna. Oh, you should be able to see my screen, I think, and it's on Sweetwater. Yeah, and it's right here. I'm gonna post this. Hopefully, it will let me. There. So I like this a lot, and it's basically, yeah. I mean, it's just like literally what its name is. It's a cheat sheet. So you can go in, and this is the hertz, the frequencies of the human ear, essentially. And then you can apply this chart to help you figure out how to make your Suno track sound better if you split the stems on it, or like literally any other music in your DAW. But like what you do is, so you got sub, low frequency, mid range, high mid range, and high frequency, and then the actual numbers down here. So you'd go pick an instrument like the kick drum, and then the colored in full colored rectangular area is the frequencies that you want to make sure are roughly you want to be make sure are there, and then you can have kind of like a gradually dragging out to nothing from here, because all of these frequencies is like mud and sub sounding stuff that shouldn't be there, because if you have recorded all these tracks, all these different instruments, they do create other sounds or resonance in the room or wherever. So you don't want all of these things in there because they're not important to that particular instrument. They're just and they don't necessarily help it sounding great, at least in terms of recording into like music production on digital. So like if all of your instruments have some mid range and they're all competing, your mix just sounds kind of muddy. So if you can like cut the certain frequencies down a bit, you can get it to sound better. So maybe we can play with it. So like I actually really wanted to do this earlier. I have this other track I've been working on, but it's from Suno V like 3.5. It's pretty old, and I think Suno broke when I tried to split the stems on it. So I will try again. And if not, I prepared a cover that was a V 5.5. So let me see if this even works at all. Doesn't sound like anything worked. Like I did this yesterday and it's still stuck. So, yeah, this broke as well. Or yeah, it says muted, but then it never generated the audio. So I'll get this going and then I'll go back to the other screen and try playing around with the EQ. Maybe this will be like a how to use EQ video. So I need to go to all songs to find my version. I think it's, I said these are V5.5 premix. Let's see. I'll just try one of them. Oh, these are remastered. See, I don't like to remaster features so much in Suno. Keep trying it and I keep not really liking it. I do have a video on it on how to use it. That's kind of old, but yeah, side thought. I'm going to open up this track I wanted to do EQing in, literally. This was like my idea, so I'm super stoked you asked for that. So oh, that's okay. You can put it back up. Okay, so I'll open this in Studio and I will separate the stems. And while it's waiting, I'll go over here. Oh, you don't like their video generator? It does blow credits, but I can kind of cheat because I got into their affiliate program, which is cool. Sorry, I shouldn't like brag, but they give me credits, so it doesn't hurt as much. But oh, bear with me one second. Bear with me one sec. My kids are asking me for stuff. Like one second. Hey kids, I'm on a live stream. Hey, I'm on a live stream, so I'm gonna hold the door. Okay. Here you go. All right, I'm back. Okay, thanks for that. Suno's just something with the MIDI looper. I'm not sure. I tried to play with Suno's MIDI and I feel like it was super broken. And then I looked online and it said other people thought the same thing. So I felt validated. But oh, the video you were saying about the yeah, yeah. Hey, I'm just happy you joined me. I was thinking I'd be another guy on the internet just talking to a screen with no one here. So, yeah, so what you were saying, I have got some okay video stuff off their video editor, but it kind of makes sense that it's not their main feature, I guess. Um, I was reading what the else you said. I haven't tried anything with the MIDI looper. I haven't done that yet. Um, or heard about it. Um, I'm sorry if I missed your question. Uh, for I have a little bit of a what's that? What's the word? Like a squirrely brain, ADHD maybe. Not officially, but I do jump around a bit. So my thought was I was going to wait for the studio to load up and all these stems to split of the V5.5 version of this like screamo type song, emo screamo type thing. And then we were going to go in and we were going to do the stems, I think, or modify that. Okay. Well, for example, let's see. Like, for example, on pretty much any track, whatever track you're working on in any DAW, it's a good idea to do the high pass and low pass on stuff. High pass means you're letting the high frequencies pass through. Low pass means you're letting the low frequencies pass through. So if it's a kick drum or a bass guitar or like a synth that has low frequencies, you want to have the low pass through, but you might not want the highs to pass through. I was reading your comment here. If you need more than 10,000 tokens of music, then it. Yeah, I could see how that would be. Well, I totally an affiliate with another company, but you might like this if you don't like credit-based stuff. I don't feel like their AI model is as quite as powerful as Suno, and Suno has some like I feel like to me Suno is really like an AI native company. Like that's their jam. They like create good models. But there's another one called Ace Studio. It's less well known. Um, and I'm gonna just pull that up really quick if that's all right. And anything you want to see, you could totally tell me to go somewhere else. It's okay. Um, uh, whatever. I'll just. Oh, it wants me to update it. I'm just going back and forth here. But A Studio, something you might like about this. Number one is it doesn't have any credits. You don't pay credits. You just pay monthly, annually, or you can buy. They even have perpetual licenses, so you just pay once, and then you own like the license key. So and then it doesn't have credits, but you can do the generative audio stuff that you can in Suno. It's a little bit more reliable, I think, with these adding layers and such. And you can get really nitty gritty with changing the specific MIDI notes, and then you can actually change all the voices out at all at the same time. The hard part about A Studio is it's more like a pure DAW, and the vocal stuff you can get like so nitty gritty with it that you have to like really tweak it sometimes, and it doesn't always exactly come out the way you wanted. So there's pros and cons on both. But yeah, maybe I'll bring this up once it figures out what it just did right now. So yeah, but if you don't like the credits model and you like doing stuff locally, you can do that. And of course, I'm about running out of space on my disk. Cool. I may have to delete some stuff while I'm here, but so this is what ACU looks like, just for reference. Anyone's curious or you want something else, you can. So I am running this on my computer. I'm not on a browser. And then I can still go in and generate music. So, and I'm not quite as good with Studio. Let me see. So I have add a layer, but that's not what I want. Maybe if I zoom out a little bit, make it a little bit longer of a song. Nope, not sound effects. I know there's a way to do this. AI instrument, vocal synth, add a layer, more tools. I think it might be called Inspire Me. And so what if I just clicked instrumental out of curiosity, and then I went back in here and I borrowed what I did here a little bit. And then if you put it in here, you can do the same thing. Throw some polyrhythms in there. Let's see what happens. If you can use a DAW, you can figure it out. The part that's hard, I found, or it's easy to get going with the music, with the vocals, but the vocals, you have so much power over it, that it can get like almost overwhelming. There's not a huge, I can just show you. I have a video on it too if you're curious. I do just like show a demo that did work for me. But like you can just straight up drop MIDI in here and then it'll create it. So if I create a section, see if I remember what I'm doing here. All right, let's do like this. Vocal, just like pick one, just drop it in here. And then I go in here. Now I can choose the actual singer, and these are trained on real professional singers that submitted their data and got paid for it. And then you just like you can search for the voice that you want, and they have instruments too. And they have a lot of languages. So if you're multilingual, then you can pick Chinese, Spanish, whatever, and like country singers or pop singers. And then you can do a lot of stuff here with the vocals and get really controlled. But then you would just go in and like import the MIDI, or if I double click it, I can just like draw some notes. So if I just like made up something, that would be too high for this singer. I don't know. See if I can remember how to do this. So if you go, let's see, I'll just make her do a chord. So, right. Yeah. So here we are. I created and then it just added in the vocals here and the lyrics, which is just makes it up da 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 for now. But if I just made something up like, I don't know. Let's see. Viewers won't work unless I do it like this. Add 2 notes in there. Takes a little getting used to. But I put in hello my viewers and then it popped it in hello my viewers. And then you can see this kind of squiggly line underneath, and that's like the generated like inflections of the voice. So this is where you have more control, but sometimes it's like it's like there's so much control available, and if you don't get it exactly the way you want according to the music, it's like, oh dang, if I could just sing, it would be so much easier to record it. But if you don't have that, or you're like a male and you want a female voice in the song, you could try this. So check this out. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully I did this right. It's been a while. Yeah, so you can do that, but you can just be like, yeah, whatever. think I have what's up, everybody. Yeah, I have too many notes in there. Whatever. I don't know. Something silly. See if it works. That's cool. Yeah, let me know what you think of that. You can only do one note, one voice, one line at a time for a track, I think. So I cannot like create a harmonized part on this track. I could create harmonies by making more of them. But it's like as if you had one singer. It's kind of like having a session musician available to you. The part where it gets really tricky, I'm just giving this kind of full disclosure, is you could get really in here, but sometimes it starts sounding funny if you draw it in there. So like, let's say that's naturally her vibrato. Like, what if I didn't want it to have any vibrato? I can just draw it in like that. And I just want her to sing very cuttingly straight notes for this part of the song. Then I can draw it in there. And you can even go in and change all these parts. So there's like super duper control over everything here. But it can just translate like your audio or your MIDI to a voice too, which is cool. So the other one, like, it just this I've done it where it was like you can control the like the vibrato. Like if I wanted to make it kind of funny and like insane, I should be able to do that too. Just make her like a super vibrato-y voice instead of like a flat. I can do this, and then it's like this. It's a little operatic. So yeah, that's A Studio. But then like you can generate your music too. I don't know what happened to my generating though. It didn't give it to me. If I make a song track, add a layer of a song track, it's still like kind of like Suno. Um, I'm just try something. I don't know if this will work or not. Just off the cuff. Oh, I am my bad. You probably been listening to me chat the whole time and not seeing it. My bad. Okay, I will try to get this to show up. I am so sorry. I didn't see that. You said that. Why is it not letting me show you? What if I do this? No, dang it. Hold on. I'm sorry. Why will it not show me? I'm in OBS Studio. Let me see if I can give you another a screen capture. Okay, application, a studio. Tell me if you can see this now. Oh, bummer. Okay, no worries. Let's see how my music turned out. I got other people viewing. That's cool. You can jump in and ask me stuff or chat. Anyway, I was showing our viewer Rehan RC. Hope I'm saying it right. Uh, A Studio, because we were talking about credits. Okay, cool. Yeah, so what I was trying to show you before was I can pick this person's voice style. Like maybe I'll pick another female singer like that. I just changed it. It might think for a minute, and then I can go in and like I can pitch brush draw their voice inflections. If you just create it, it'll just based on the AI training of that literal actual singer's voice, it will update. It will like generate realistic sounding inflections because it was trained on real data. But you can go in and change it too if you want them to like drop off their voice. It's just that this is so nitty gritty. It's like if you've got Suno on the one hand, you can like throw crap at the wall and it like turns into an awesome picture fast. And it sounds really awesome, but it's a little bit hard to edit stuff and like change things. OBS Studio is like you can still generate audio and stuff, but you can get it. It's like insanely nitty gritty, and you don't have to use credits for it. So, this is what I was showing you before, but now I added music. Oops, sorry. For anyone that joined, it sounded better before. I just purposely gave her as much vibrato as possible. You can also do silly stuff like mess up mess up the pitch of the voice. Like if I just jacked up her voice really bad, this is where it gets kind of messed up sometimes. like yeah, just make it sound really crazy. I'll see what happens. It's kind of fun though. It's not necessarily useful, but that part. But let's see. Yeah. Okay. We'll fix that. I don't remember how to make it go back either. There's a way I think you can kind of make it go back, but anyway. So I also generated a music for it. I tried generating vaporwave disco cassette tape. That's all I put. I didn't get crazy with the prompt. MIDI export with Suno. Drop in this track. Should I drop in this one? Is that what you mean? It's already audio. If I can export that. Export audio. Just selected track. OBS. Something wrong? I'm in OBS Studio. Maybe you just type in what you want me to do, and then I'll check it. I'll pull back up Suno. Let's export this track real quick. Bear with me a second. Find a spot on my computer to put stuff in. Okay, I'll just try that. Okay, I export that. All right, I'm gonna go back to Suno real quick because we were talking about EQing, but now all of a sudden my screen is gone. Oh, there we go. Can you see my screen? Oh, okay. There. Okay. All right, so I'm back in Sudo. I was hoping that these stems all pulled through because we were going to talk about using the EQ. I just wanted to do that real quick too. OBS Studio is showing. Is it still showing? Oh, it's gone now. Okay. So I have this screamo type track. Oh yeah, it should be muted. Okay, so I pulled the stem. I covered v3.5, covered it as v5.5. I like the v3.5 more actually. Maybe it's nostalgic, although I don't, if you can count 2 years ago as nostalgic, but yeah. So, we were gonna talk about doing EQing, and I said that what do you say? Yeah, I've been doing some EQing. I would not call myself like elite tier EQing, but we were talking about using the Sweetwater music instrument frequency cheat sheet, which I put in the chat earlier. The link to that is free. But I've been curious about doing this on a track in Suno and helping it sound more real and natural, and adding that human touch just from a mixing side. So I split all the stems, used the 50 credits version on the track. This is what it sounds like. I'll just like play part of it. Yeah. Oh, bummer. Okay, hold on a sec. Okay, the buttons. Yeah, yeah. You said you couldn't hear any audio. Was that right? Is that or did you hear the music playing when I was playing it in Suno? Oh darn. Okay. Let me see if I can figure this out. Uh Oh yeah, it isn't playing anything. Why is that? Okay, hold on a sec. I usually when I record now, I stopped using OBS Studio for a while because I was doing tutorials and it was like a weird thing with there was problems, but let's see if I can get it to work. So I'm on screen capture. Thanks for your patience here. Why am I getting no music? I thought it was when I did it before it was working. Okay, I'm gonna just keep testing here. Let's see. Can you tell me, was the audio working before? Was the audio working before when I was in Suno? When you were watching earlier? I'm trying. I'm still figuring this out. Hello, hello. Test, test. Ah, I think I know what happened. Let me think here. Consistency brings. Don't waste another second. Peel it out now. Ah, I think I got it. Let's get out now. Get out now. Get out now. Can you hear it now? Wind in these trees, Washington rain, autumn breeze. Another year flew by without notice. How can I find myself here again? Make your way out east. Crisp air in your lungs. Caffeinated and driving like a beast. This is some music. So I was thinking, try to make that sound good. I mean, it sounds good because it's v5.5, but maybe cutting out transients and crap and trying to do the EQ. Were you wanting to know about the EQ buttons or something else? I'll turn it down too. Hopefully that'll help. Well, why you answer that? So it split all the stems. Obviously this song doesn't have like woodwinds, but yeah, we can talk about the EQ. This is perfect. I was like kind of daydreaming about this the other day. This is awesome. It's happening. Video is happening way better than I thought. So I'm really grateful. Okay, so I'm gonna delete this stem. Like clearly there's nothing here. There's no woodwinds in this song. I know this song very well. I'm gonna delete that. There's no brass parts, so it was smart enough to know that, not imagine that there's trumpets in here. There's an FX thing, a synth track. Screamo does have synth parts sometimes. It doesn't look to have a strings part. I'm just gonna. I will get to this, by the way, real quick, but I want to get rid of the junk doesn't matter. That's like just muddying up the screen. It didn't consider anything a percussion part. Okay. I mean, drums are, but drum kit's different. So we'll just delete that. Keyboard. A lot of Screamo bands did have, or emo, Screamo, post-hardcore bands do have keyboard players, but it didn't call it that. So it must be in there somewhere else. Guitar, bass, drums, backing vocals, probably some random thing that doesn't make sense, and then vocals. This song has 2 singers and gang vocals, so it's a Suno one. It's not my uploaded track. Yeah, I was thinking I might just make this into a tutorial like later, like just cut the video and then turn that into a tutorial. So I'm like saving time, but this is good practice. Yes, step 1, I would delete the tracks. And I'm literally thinking this out through today, some of these ideas. So not all of it is like I prepared anything. This is what I would do if it was me. Because I've been thinking about how do you get this AI generated, AI native. I like using the word AI native more, by the way, as compared to AI music because it makes me think of slop. And I know a lot of AI is pretty controversial music, but I don't see it that way. And I don't think slop's a good thing. So I think that we can put our human creativity into it. I think of it like an instrument too. That's my side thought. But yeah, remove the tracks because there's no point in keeping them there. This is a little suspect too, but it could be real. And then my other thought with these tracks is like, there are always these weird transients. Do they really need to be there? Like, for example, what is this? Is this really a thing, or did Suno just, the stem splitter, think it was? Let's see what this sounds like. I bet it's not anything. Yeah, see, that's not real. A little bit of, that sounded real. I think Suno, since it's using AI for just about everything, I'm just extrapolating too. Nobody like, I don't know secretly behind the scenes, but like sometimes I'm a little get worried if I delete this out because of the way I think the way the AI is generating the audio. I don't want to end up deleting something that was an important frequency, but I'm pretty sure I could be okay with getting rid of this. Like, so maybe I'll just. I don't think Suno has a silence button, so maybe I'll just like delete it like that. Um, but you wanted to know about the EQ button. So let's go to the bass and see how that turned out and try to EQ that. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Yeah, you're true. That you're right. That's why I've been experimenting. I'm not fully like committed to what I'm trying out, but I think those little squeaky parts probably would be okay without getting rid of it. But we'll see today, and we can compare with what this generated track sounds like. But to your question on the EQ, I'm gonna go based on this again. I'm gonna go base if anyone else has joined. It looks like there's a couple people watching right now, just two. But I'm gonna go based off this forum that I linked earlier on, and I'm basically just gonna follow this. So even better, maybe I can try to make my camera go to my desk. Let me just cover up some things. Okay, check this out. Desk view. Chubby. Woo! I'll try to get this not that way. Oh, I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this. Can you see this? It's kind of hard to see, but whatever. Anyway, so this is my paper, and then I'm gonna get a highlighter. So I will do this sometimes. I want to go with the bass guitar on the top just to make it easier for me to look at. So I'm like just using this guide. And the best, like it's just a guide because there's too many genres and settings on instruments. So you like start out here. And then since there, now it's easier to read. Okay, so I have bass guitar frequencies. I realized I covered the actual numerical part, so there. All right, getting into it. So if I have these frequencies, then I'm gonna go in and go to the EQ, and Suno's already got one here. So check it out right here. The sub frequencies from 0 or whatever is below 30 hertz up to about 50 hertz. We don't need anything. We do not need any signal to come through. So I can choose number 1. Choose this, I forget the term of this, but this shape. And then I want to do if you highlight, it says high pass, right? So in this sense, I want to do high pass on just these really muddy frequencies from about 50. So if I just drag this down to like 50, and then let's see here, I can make it just adjust this a little bit as well. And then for the, or even better, if I wanted to make it even more cut, I could do it like this a little bit. Let's see if I can figure it out. Nope, not that. Hold on a sec. Play with the shapes a little bit. No, I don't like that. I'm just gonna go simpler the old way. Okay, so back to what I was saying. I just want this low pass to be about 50 for starters. And then I want, yeah, that should be fine. So I want it from about 50 to 100. Open in a new tab because the camera is too far. Are you talking about the, no. Oh, nothing is happening. Yes, I am. More technical difficulties. Still nothing? Yeah, it froze. Here, I will try again. Screen capture. My screen capture froze. 1 second. I'm gonna delete it and try again. Screen capture. Okay. Can you see what I'm doing now? Should work, but now you can't see my video. There we go. I know my camera is crap here. Let me zoom in. Problem is that it's like I need to just get this figured out next time better, but it's worth a shot. First try. Thanks for being guinea pigs. Okay, so I have my frequency chart. Hopefully you can see it. Okay. Yeah, I see movement. Okay, good. You should. That's good. So anyway, I'm on the screen. Now I'll start over. So I'm on the EQ spot. Can you see that? And the so I'm doing a high pass on the EQ. So that's what this left high pass band thingamajig. I don't know the exact term. And then I was adjusting the knobs based on my pictures here. Can you see the the EQ spot in Suno? Oh, that's so weird. You are a very patient person. Thank you. Fit to screen maybe? Filtering, blending. This is so weird. That should be better. Okay. I think everything is good now. The goal is to see the EQ. Can you see that? Perfect. Okay, so I'm in and I pulled up the bass part. Thanks for your patience with that, the technical stuff. And I picked this one here, high pass, number 1. And this is the frequency range that is roughly the same concept as what you're seeing on the paper down here. And what I'm going to do is if you can see on my cheat sheet that it says weight in blue right here, and it goes from about 50 to 100 hertz or kilohertz, and then and so I don't need any of these frequencies here. Like there's no benefit for that. So it should clean up the sound because this is like muddy sounds if there was any coming through. Now, this is a little bit me experimenting because I'm not sure how much Suno does this already when it splits the stems on the back end. But what I'm doing is I picked high pass. High pass means you let the highs through and you don't let the lows through. And we're going to block all the lows coming through from about 50 hertz. And then we want it to have a sound coming through from about 50 to 100, like roughly. So, and then we want it to go back down again. So I could play around with these different types of EQing, like a notch EQ cuts it like like you're cutting a notch out of something. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yes, the problem is my camera can't go can't go any closer. I'm a little worried I don't want to knock my computer off. Off my knock my monitor off, but you also could just check on if you pull up the link I put in earlier, if you just pull it up, it should just open up and then compare. But so you go from 50 to 100, we do want the weight of the bass guitar. Oh, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's the tab. I'll put it over here. Let me think of a way to make this easier to look at. Good idea. Good idea. I'll fix this. There. Okay. So you should be able to see. I just need to block that out. Maybe zoom out a little bit. Oh, thank you. Actually, your idea is better than mine. Okay. Let's see if I can highlight. So I want to be looking at, no, that's not what I want. Highlighter. I'm just looking at bass guitar right now. Okay. I'm just using this cheat sheet. And then what I want to do is the frequencies right around here, 50 to 100. I want to keep those. I don't want those. And I could even possibly boost them, but maybe I'll just keep it level for now. And then I can play around with these, what am I looking for? What's the term? These like EQing features. And you see there's just nothing here. And this is like another area before it says keep the growl of the bass here. This is a growly bass part because there's some distortion. You can tell the player is playing a pick. I mean, if it was a real player. You don't see the frequency sheet. Ah. Well, I have an idea. Yep, I know what happened. Hold on. So I got you covered. Here we go. Display capture, display. Okay. And then my display is gigantic though. Okay. Good. That should work now. Let me know if not. Yes, okay. Yeah, I can see why that was confusing. Okay. Um, growly part. Heck yeah. All right. This is what I meant. For the starting over again, I'm gonna go by this guide roughly and then play with my ear, play it by ear. So this space here, we don't need frequencies there. That's what I've been talking about. That doesn't, it doesn't have any value. It's kind of like muddy sounds. So go down to the EQ over here and on this bass track, and then just use the built-in features. And I was clicking on this one. It's high pass, and then move it down to about 50, and then play later. But at least set up the kind of general idea. And then, so now I started at roughly 50, and then it kind of blooms up into this weight, the weighty sound of the bass guitar, the lowest part. So it should be about 50. And then it kind of drops, and then so there's nothing here. So this can get cut roughly or dropped down. So I can pick one of these. I don't know the term, to be honest, for these, but these EQ features to shape the EQ. And so what we're doing is controlling what frequencies are cut or boosted in the signal of the bass track. So maybe I want this up a bit higher. So, and then maybe, uh, over here or something. So I'm trying to get this to like get sort of a shape to it. So maybe my 2 is up here because I want to go from about 50 to 100. So maybe I'll put it at 75. And then the Q can change how intense that little shape is. Like, is it going to be like a peak, or is it going to be kind of like a plane? For lack of a better term. The gain will just turn up how much. So I just like want a teeny bit of gain. If you've ever listened to EDM, electronic dance music, and it gets to the part where it's like whoosh, you can kind of get an idea of the EQ, what it would do. So like if I'm playing and I just boost this and then I move it around, you can hear how it's boosting different parts of the signal of like the frequency of the bass. So check this out. I'll just show you. This is not an AI tool. This is like all music production would have it available, like a DAW, like Ableton or Pro Tools. And like the actual sounds, if they're turned into the frequency of the hertz, like over here, this guide and this guide is telling you this is the best, this is a sweet spot where the frequencies that are created by an actual bass guitar, this is like the strongest and most best sounding parts of that sound that's coming through. These are like the spots essentially. I'm probably not using the best correct technical terminology for it, like a classroom, but yeah. Yeah, basically it's gonna, if you bring this down, it's gonna reduce the volume that of all of these frequencies for this track. If you bring it up, it's gonna increase the volume of all of the frequencies within kind of like this shape. So like, if you can see, it's kind of small, but it says 167 hertz, 0.1 decibels. But as this line goes up, I also am going up in frequency. So 465 hertz is plus 2.8 decibels. So it's boosting the signal there. If it's above the middle 0, it's boosting it. If it's below, it's cutting it. Yes, that's right. Free screen is frozen again. Of course. Oh my gosh. That's frustrating. Technical difficulties. Still frozen, right? Yeah. Oh boy. I'll try one more time to recreate that. I don't know why it's doing that. Display capture. Okay. Oh no. Thank you for telling me and hanging out. Appreciate it. Oh, no worries. All good. Let's see if anybody else is watching. Someone else is here. Is it just one? I'll go play around with this. All right, so 50 to 100. I want it to be up. So maybe that's 75, right? Is that what I said? 75-ish. And then I wanted to drop, so I'll probably drop that down into roughly what? Where are we at? 250? Just so I'm from about 125 to about maybe 475. I need to drop. So 125, 475. I'm just going to guess like 250. So we'll cut it a little bit down here. Right there. I just drop it. I don't need to do like a super aggressive. And then the next spot we need to go up a little bit is starting around 500 to a little under 1,000. And I do want some growl. So maybe 500 to like 800. So in between 500 and 800 is, no, 900. Oh, I do not have an awake brain right now. So 750 maybe. And then just kind of make it like this. Let's see how it sounds. So, well, let's get these in there. I'm running out of bands here. So I need a snappy area. Ugh. So I'd like a snap around 2,000 to 3,000. So I will just put it at 2,500 and maybe boost it a little bit. I don't want a shelf, so I'll just make it like this. I wish they gave you more options. I do want it to have a snap more than a sheen type sound to it. So if I just bring it up around 2,500, open it like that maybe, and then this one, try to make it, I'm not the best at this, to be honest, but okay, a 5, and then I'll add a 6th one. And I could probably just bring it up just slightly, 5 to 10K. Okay, and then, yeah, like that. I can't bring the gain down. Let's just listen and see if it helped at all. It's not going to be exact, and you got to play with it. Okay, there. So anyway, that's the doing some EQing and playing around with it. If I wanted a little more present in there. Let's see how it sounds if we can tell a difference in the whole recording here. Somewhere like, and also, why is this so much louder over here? Oh, it's a heavy part. Yeah, so anyway, if you are EQing, you can tell there's more presence to the track, and its unnecessary stuff is cut out a little bit. Oh, sweet. Yeah. Yeah, so I put in, I'm just playing around. I'm not, like I said, I roughly copied this. I kind of ran out of bands to do the way I wanted. But I roughly kind of put a little boost in the spots that using this cheat sheet. This is called a low pass filter, so I'm cutting out, and I'll show you what I mean here. Let me just remember, I'm at 7100 kilohertz. So check this out. If I don't have this here and it's just flat, it's pretty airy sounding, and I don't think I really need that for this. So check out this. And then watch when I add it. So I kind of removed the air type sound out of it. You can even see air is listed on some of the other tracks, like above 10,000, 10K is like air. And I boosted the weightier part. I cut down some of these like middle and low mid-range frequencies. And so this is what it sounds like with nothing. You can tell me, you totally can tell me too. Ah, damn it. Okay. I wonder why that's happening. I'll have to find out later, but yeah, that sucks. I have another idea. Maybe I will do this instead. Maybe I'm just doing too many things. Okay, so I'm gonna do it like window capture. I will try. Maybe this will work. Okay, that. I do not know what's going on. This is frustrating. I'm gonna try something slightly different here. I'm gonna just make two sources. Hopefully this might help a little bit. I don't know, but I'm hoping. Oh, no problem. Thanks for joining. How is it looking now? I'm trying something else, and it's kind of gets crazy. Like when I leave the screen, it just does this weirdness. Like maybe if I zoom out a little bit. It's still kind of poo looking though. There's a lot of things going on, that's for sure. Oh yeah, happy to do it. Happy to explain. Ah, I might have solved it sorta kinda, even if it's a very ugly layout here. Okay. Yes, okay. I will do that. So I went over here to EQ. Did you hear that part? I did the changes, etc. This is what it sounds like with no EQ. Okay, and this is with some EQ. I could probably get in there and play more with it. Like I'm seeing there's a lot of something funky. Let's see. Because it sounds kind of, it still sounds AI-ish. It's not that great of a stem to begin with. It's not like it's real audio. But this is what it sounds like with the full music with no EQ. Time for family on deck. Work will always be there. Forget about it until Monday. And here's with the EQ. Time for family on deck. Work will always be there. Forget about it until Monday. And yeah, feel free to tell me you don't like it with the EQ. I'm okay with that, but I think it sounds more present and deeper sounding. I'll go play it and then go click on and off while the music is playing. Which chart? This one, the Sweetwater chart, or the EQ one in Suno? The weight, for example, weight, growl, snap, sheen, those are like characteristics of the bass guitar sound. It's not the notes per se, it's like the way that it sounds. Like the snappy part. Oh, that's a really snappy sounding bass, or that's a growly bass. Like you can accentuate those parts and cut down some of these other unnecessary frequencies that could have come through, and then play with it. So this is what it sounds like. Yeah, and then this is like I'm controlling the EQ on the bass guitar. So you could EQ every track. I just kind of don't know if we have time today. I'm gonna have to get out here pretty quick. But this is what it sounds like. I'll go click back and forth. So I'll start it with no EQ and then start turning it on and off. See if it makes any difference. Time for family on deck. Work will always be there. Forget about it until Monday. Don't waste another second. Peel it out now. Cut across, but don't wreck it. Let's get out now. Get out now. Get out now. September, wind in these streets. Washington rain, autumn breeze. Another year flew by without notice. How can I find myself here again? Yes, yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Kind of the yes. So the EQ is not doing panning, but it is creating more space. So I think of it like you've got your scalpel and you're like carving out more space, or almost like the pieces of the puzzle. Like if you're putting a puzzle together, they're all cut out in different ways. So you don't want to get crazy with it, it's my understanding, but if you start cutting out certain frequencies that are unnecessary in this particular track, because they're not kind of like the best frequencies for this instrument, as you start doing that, you get a more full and complete sounding mix. Lower the music volume. Yes, I will do that. Oh yeah, it's really loud, isn't it? Let's check that. It's here. Sorry. But now it's not saying it's playing anything. Are you hearing anything? It seems like it's not coming through now. I'm sorry, I just keep getting this stuff crashing. I'm trying to play the music and it's not. I can see that it's stuck on the little hand thing. Pooh. I'll have to troubleshoot why it's doing that. It's pretty jacked up. Darn. Well, it was a good first try. Maybe I did enjoy this. Thank you for jumping on. I can try to. It's okay. No. Yeah, thank you for joining. This would have been more fun with someone in here than me just talking to myself. So, yeah, that's basically what I was trying to get at, and I know that my stupid screen is not, I should not say stupid. It's just crashed again. But what I was getting at is the EQ is equalization. It helps you create a better sound for your music. It's in other audio production. It's like very standard thing to be doing in audio production and mixing of the music. I haven't really been doing it a lot in Suno because I'm more just like jamming and messing around with stuff. I'll just make my screen full size. Um, but yeah, like, cause I'm just like more Suno is like for me, it's iterating more than and like trying out a lot of ideas versus getting into the really into the weeds with this. But you can make it sound a lot better, and that's what I was hoping to do. But today more, but unfortunately, I couldn't get it all the way done. So, um, yeah, that's about it. I was gonna go more into it, but maybe I can put a video on this and just like try to do a basic EQ video. I was a little hesitant because I feel like it's my um yeah, I was just I'm not sure if it was be a great video, but it sounds like a lot of people need it, so maybe I'll do that or do another live stream where I get in here and like really get into it. So anyway, yeah, that's about all I got. I gotta take off and spend some time with my family. So thanks for watching. Appreciate you jumping in, asking questions, and let me know if I should keep trying this format, and kind of doing it live. So yeah, I'm gonna sign out, but thanks for watching and appreciate your time.